teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And when he came out of college, we all knew he had a chance to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He got there in short fashion and elevates everyone around him. Led the league in passing last year with nearly 5,000 yards and had 43 touchdown passes. He's hoping to get his team back to the playoffs after falling just short a season ago.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 109 yards and a touchdown.
And one of the top receiving games in the league in Week 1, and they're expecting those types of games from him each and every time out. They're going to need that from him if they want to make a move towards a league title.
Second and 9. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Fourier-Aluakon finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Burrow looking to pass. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Stiff-armed him. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down, Jacksonville.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. You're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Thomas brings it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. On first and 10, it's ETN. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
around the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down, Jacksonville.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with it when they head out on the road.
So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
Now it's Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. There's Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Number 1, Jamar Chase. A loss of 1. It's now
it's Burrow. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
2nd down at the 43-yard line.
And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though. Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. This is brought in at the 21. Well, there was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
A 5-yard gain.
An inside give. Brown looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 5. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Jaguars.
ETN up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This now a 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw. Etienne bringing in another one. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, he's
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right... The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They go play action now. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action with Burrow. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him down.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Open man is Chase, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. It's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Quick slant caught by Chase. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And Burrow going to throw again. Now a short one to Gesicki. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Bengals first down.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd down at the Jaguars' 33-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Running right, here's Brown. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try and run forward with Brown. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk at a 20. Love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more this time, the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Jordan Lewis on the coverage.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And a key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here first and 10 at their own 22. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
Now Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Draw play, ETN. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a two-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. There was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And get this to his tight end, Gesicki. The Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. This time, Burrow will look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Eric Armstead picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. possible level. It's 3rd and long.
A loss of 8 yards.
Back to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. A pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got him in. Complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. And down to just 21 seconds now as he spikes it to stop the clock. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon